Afghanistan. It made me very, very proud to be a Canadian, to see what you and your colleagues are doing and have done in Afghanistan to make the country more peaceful and prosperous for the people of Afghanistan and the whole region safe for the world. So thank you for that, and I really appreciate seeing that. I'm pleased to be here today in Mississauga with my colleague, Senator Ataullahjan, our partners and members of the Pakistan-Canadian community. Last August, unprecedented flooding devastated large parts of Pakistan. Although that disaster is rarely in the headlines anymore, the floods continue to affect more than 20 million people, and millions continue to rely on international humanitarian assistance. Our government is committed to helping the people of Pakistan. Today, on behalf of the Minister of International Cooperation, the Honourable Beverly Oda, I am pleased to announce that Canada will provide additional support through the Canadian International Development Agency to those made vulnerable by the flooding. As the floodwaters have receded in most parts of the country, families return to their devastated homes and communities to rebuild their lives. However, close to 14 million people still remain in need of ongoing humanitarian assistance. And because the flooding of last summer affected Pakistan's most important agricultural regions, helping farmers is critical if we are to avert a severe food shortage this year and next year. Even though these farmers have returned to their homes, they continue to need our help to resume their agricultural livelihoods and prepare for the spring planting season. The new support, which we are announcing today, will be used to distribute seeds, fertilizer, and tools to farming households through Canadian NGOs working in Pakistan. This support reflects Canada's continued efforts to assist the people affected by the floods in Pakistan last year. It reflects not only the support of the government, but also of the Canadian people. In recognition of the outpouring of help from individual Canadians through donations to registered Canadian charities, as the impact of the floods became known, the Canadian government announced that it would contribute an equivalent amount of $46.8 million and created the Pakistan Flood Relief Fund. With the $27.8 million in funding that has been announced today and the $19 million previously announced, the total of $46.8 million in the relief fund has now been fully committed to meet the immediate needs of those affected by the floods. This is in addition to the $25 million government contribution, which brings Canada's total support to the flood-affected people in Pakistan to $71.8 million, and I think that's something we should all, as Canadians, be very proud of. So on behalf of Minister Oda, I want to thank all Canadians for their generous contributions in the wake of last summer's flooding. I also want to reiterate to Canada's Pakistani community and to all those in Pakistan who will benefit from the Canadian support, that our government will continue to do whatever it can to bring normalcy back to the areas of Pakistan that were affected by the floods. And Excellency, I hope you'll take that back to your government in Pakistan and let them know that Canada stands with them as an ally and as your brothers and sisters, and we stand ready to help the people of Pakistan in their hour of need. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and I look forward to hearing the rest of the remarks from my colleagues and having a tour of this very impressive facility.
I'd now like to invite Mr. Gul Nawaz from the Canadian Pakistan Friendship Association to the podium to introduce the Senator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and first of all, I do appreciate all of your presence here. And as far as Senator Salma Ataullahjan, I know her when the day she came to Canada. She's a great woman, and I was very happy. And actually, when she became a senator, I wrote an email to Jason Kenney congratulating him to electing a minority. And we are not minority, we are all equal Canadians basically. And I was very happy that she was appointed. So it is my honor to introduce her, but I also say a few words. Canada is a great country, and their contribution doesn't matter wherever disaster comes, whether it's a Haiti or earthquake or flood, they are always there. And we are lucky to be part of that community, Canada. It's a great country. So in the meantime, I invite Salma to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you, Gul, for that introduction, and I've known him for close to 31 years. He was one of the first few people I met, and he's a good friend and someone that I can rely on. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here today. It was, I think it was better than we expected, but it's still